What's up, YouTube? It's Tone Bone. I got back with another video. Today we have anime tier list with friends. Yay! So we have ranking anime arcs. Let me go ahead and show y'all right quick. We're ranking anime arcs from the big three plus Dragon Ball Z, which is kind of like the godfather of the big three. So we're doing this tier list with friends. So I'm going to undeafen them in the Discord, and they're going to say their names, and you know what I'm saying, their little, you know, the little aliases. But real quick, shout out to Mother's Basement for giving me the idea of not only incorporating One Piece, but doing anime arcs that I like. There will be a part 2, maybe a part 3. There will also be a Uwu Fufu. Now, if you don't know what an Uwu Fufu is, it's pretty much which was going to like pick one or the other. So once we finish doing the tier list, we're going to do which one we think is the best out of all of them. So we're gonna put these arcs into a tier list, and then the Uwu Fufu is pretty much gonna be which we think is the best out of all of these. So there will be another part. If you want to leave a comment and leave a comment on what anime you want to see in the next part, let me know. So let me go ahead and undeafen. Yay was so Pride Monthly. You might see a couple bands here, YouTube. You might see a couple bands here. I'm gonna start with one Darius. Introduce yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, hey, yo, man. Let me get my intro off. Dang, it's the only time I'm a self promo for real.
Oh my god.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Mr. Wonder from the motherfucking Seven, music extraordinaire, aspiring big celeb, variety streamer, man, and today agenda pusher.
Okay. Derry.
What's good, y'all? My name is Two Dairy or Dairy Milk Cheese on all platforms. I want you guys to know, y'all know Swag Kage, Anti Hammer, the big knowledge
Oh,
YouTubers.
my fault. Yeah, we love
already
Swag
know.
Kage.
Absolutely, hey, I'm that nigga. Y'all need lore on this tier list. That's me. I got all the knowledge. Okay, on to the next.
Sean, you feel up to it?
Yep, we're good. My name's Sean, or Nocturals on all platforms. I'm a Dollar Tree cosplayer, variety streamer,
Sean, piss me off.
aspiring. Shut up during my intro. An aspiring voice actor.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
She is not a Dollar Tree cosplayer. She is a top tier cosplayer.
Oh, I
for the
forgot. I'm
record.
also a digital artist. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Kenzie.
Oh, snap. Okay. Hi, my name's Kizzy. Hello. Platform knows Chemistry 03. Hello. I am certified mad scientist, you know. Do a little cosplay, do a little singing, do a little piano playing, you know. But we here.
And BB.
Hi, I'm BB.
By the end of this video, there will be one anime in here that will have the most S tiers, I think. I don't think that is going to be the one I'm thinking. I'm just saying I think one will have more than the other. So what I want to start off this video with, which anime do y'all think will have the most S tier arcs?
Naruto.
Naruto? Okay, okay. Who else?
I'll say Naruto or One Piece.
Naruto or One Piece? Okay.
I
Sean?
feel like there's some One Piece meat writers in here, so One Piece.
Okay. Kenzie?
Damn.
And Kenzie's one of them.
Okay, you know what? Okay, yeah, I am. I would say One Piece.
So it's 2-2. BB, you're the top. Oh damn, he's One Piece. His shit does not count. I think it's gonna be Naruto. So let's get into the tier list. All right. The rules of said tier list is S tier has to be unanimous. It has to be unanimous. But the person who disagrees that is not S tier will have 1 minute to explain why they think it should not be S tier. One person from the people who think it's S tier will have 1 minute to counter argument. Then the chat will decide on which argument was better and if it deserves to be an S or A. Okay? All right. So first up, we got the decisive battle arc in Bleach.
Decisive battle is specifically just the head captain versus that one big beast.
Head captain versus this big behemoth of a nigga. I think this is C tier, B tier at most.
I would say C tier.
I say C tier.
What I'm seeing, this is only like them fighting some smaller Arrancars, some filler episodes, and then head captain versus that beast because that beast fucks up all the lieutenants.
All right.
To my knowledge, that is all that is.
I'm gonna also show the Discord as well and show like have the arcs displayed so the people at home can see.
There'll be people at home.
So I will
Hello,
have this
people
here
that
in the
know.
corner. If I can. Okay. So we're good with C here. We're good with C.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with it.
Next one. This is the final Getsuga Tencho, right?
Yeah, so that would be
That's the
the
downfall arc.
Bleach downfall arc. So yes, this is where the Kuname would happen,
I'm
to
go.
my knowledge,
I'm
because
going.
he dies. Oh yeah, spoiler. Also, I don't know if Tone warned y'all. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers if you have
Spoilers,
not seen
yes.
these respective arcs. So if you haven't seen it and we say the name of the arc, you've been warned.
And then
Damn.
But
for
yes,
Sean,
I'm
we
going
can
S
still.
tier. I'm going S tier for
If
this
we
one.
get,
So this is
I'm
S
not.
tier
I got
for
it.
me. Any objections?
okay. Final Getsuga. Yeah, that is again the only reason I would argue against S tier is because of extra things in the arc. Because it is not purely just that, because it starts a good chunk before that final fight. It just also includes that final
I
fight, if that makes sense.
I think the final fight has a very strong moment in the entirety of Bleach, and there's other arcs in Bleach that altogether deserve to be on S more than this arc altogether. So I have
But
no
I
problem putting it
okay, but with my counter argument to that would be the build up to this fight is it ties into it being S tier for me.
I
A.
agree,
Wonder.
but
Yeah, that's
does
Aizen.
that justify the remainder
Yes, because
of the arc?
this is arguably one of the best fights in the entire anime.
Yes.
Absolutely, Tone. Absolutely, I 100% agree. But
So
the arc,
the build up, the anticipation plus the execution to me puts it S. S tier, I
Sean?
agree, baby.
I
Are
Sean,
there
what letter?
I say S tier.
okay? So we have
Okay,
two
that's
S
two
tier.
S's.
Okay, so it's already not unanimous. So it's probably
Well,
gonna fall in
again,
A.
I could go either way. I don't hate an S because I'm looking at the episode breakdown right now, and there was a lot of good shit. It was a lot of good shit. Because again, I'm thinking of it as an arc entirely and not just that fight. Yeah, it
No, yeah,
leads up to the fight,
100%.
but I can't ignore the filler that was there. So I'm trying to see if it was filler, like shit I really don't give a fuck about, or if it was like, oh no, this was heat leading up to this still.
Straight from the
You
booty
know what?
hole.
I'll put S. I'll go S.
Okay,
I don't hate
so
S here.
Kenzie,
I don't hate
BB.
S
Well,
here.
BB, did you even watch Bleach?
Nope.
Okay,
I give it S.
okay. If there's more than one objection, then it's
He's
going
to
to go to.
come.
So another rule. Sorry, this is what I should have added. If there is more, if okay, so if it's unanimous except for one person, then it goes to the chat. If it's more than one, if it's only one person saying S tier or two people saying S tier and everybody else is saying is A or below, it's not going to S tier. Clear?
Yep.
All right. So
Easy.
this is S tier, right?
Yep, we agree on that.
All right. So this is Dressrosa, right?
That is Dressrosa.
S,
I
baby.
love
S,
Dressrosa.
baby.
A.
S, baby.
We're not doing filler. We're not doing filler.
Yeah.
I
We'll
say
wait.
A.
Sean
I'm not
definitely.
You
there.
say Wonder.
This is hard because again, for me, the amount of bull crap that I don't care about makes me want to put it at B.
B is so
Personally,
crazy. B is so
because
crazy.
again, Derry, I want you to look me dead in the face and tell me you cared about that Coliseum fight that went on for like 5 episodes.
Yeah, but we got
What
Sabo.
else are we talking about?
You're right.
B.
Wait,
Again,
We
wait.
got-
Okay, yes, we did get Sabo.
We got
Like-
Blackbeard and
Blackbeard was not in it. Blackbeard.
Wait,
was
no,
not
no,
in
no.
it.
He
It
was
his
not in
mans.
it.
no. But did he have?
We-
I'm thinking of Wano.
Yeah, his mans was in it.
Yeah, his man's
Blackbeard's
winning.
man
Blackbeard
was in it
is
for the
his
fruit.
man's.
No,
Oh,
we got
oh,
introduction to the Grand Fleet.
wait. Oh, she already deafened. Praise God.
We
Okay,
got
good.
Lucy.
Luke,
Okay,
but you're
and
right. Look.
to be fair, to be
Three
fair.
colors.
Okay, wait,
Let
go
me
ahead.
hear it. Let me hear it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A.
I'm gonna go A too, cause it had great information and great like content, but
Yeah,
it was drug out too long. Yes, so
yeah.
That's
Sabo,
what I'm saying.
I
yes,
agree
Sabo
with that.
did.
A.
I agree
But
with
no,
that.
no, 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 no.
I
Listen, listen,
like
listen,
80% of arcs on One Piece, but y'all already boxed, so I have no argument here. We have two people that say A,
So
so
you
I
say
guess
S,
it's A.
Derry?
Absolutely.
Okay, okay. I want you to convince
Hell.
me. So
Saying A.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
give
not
you. I'm gonna
about
give you a
like
minute.
three
I'm gonna give you a
percent.
minute. I want to be convinced. So go ahead.
Wait, can we still do that even though I said B? Because I'm already saying I'm saying B. Definitely not no fucking S.
You're the only one
You're
saying B
like,
so
fuck
far.
you,
You should
Yeah, I
know that.
think I think I think I think Dressrosa is nowhere near B because we got Law. Not only we got Law, we got Luffy in that iconic moment with the Doflamingo trying to kick Law, and Luffy right there catch him with
It
one
was a
foot.
whole bunch of
Then we got
backstories.
the whole bird case, bro. I'm going S.
You're
Dressrosa was an
right,
S,
guys.
bro. I ain't gonna
No,
lie.
Bird, black
wait
Dressrosa
bear.
was an
a
S,
minute.
bro. I ain't
Got
gonna
Let's
lie.
put
I'm
it
bird,
back
a
black
down.
a.
I
bear.
say
You're
put it
All I
back
needed to
down.
hear was
They're
Law.
smoking.
We
They're
got Law
smoking.
backstory.
Wait
We
a
got
hold on.
Corazon. This is
Whoa.
an S. This is
Okay,
an
I'm
S.
not.
Kenzie, Wonder, can prove my case. I'm so glad that you said Law because One Piece, the strength of One Piece is carried by its so many backstories and the emotion that it entails. Dressrosa has some of the most emotional backstories in all of One Piece. If you talk about
Yes.
Kiros, Doflamingo, and his brother-in-law, those backstories go so fucking crazy.
And Dopey was probably the coolest out of the warlords. He's probably the coolest out of the warlords. I'm going S here. I'm sorry. I got to.
S.
Law
I
has
was
one
Wait,
of the
wait,
best.
Kenzie,
Law
A.
has one
wait.
of the best
Kenzie?
Okay.
backstories out of even out of the main niggas. He has one of the best, if not the top two.
I do agree. I do agree. Okay, I do. I agree with that. I do agree. But are we like considering the pacing or no?
That's what I'm saying, because they're not considering the pacing. They're
No,
not.
but like if
They're
that's the
not.
case, then no One Piece arc is gonna be S.
No.
They all have
Yes.
No,
shit
No, it
some of
is.
pacing.
no, no, no,
Yes.
no, 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 no.
They all
Yes.
have
Some
shit
Don't do
listen,
that.
pacing.
listen. Hear me
No.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Some One Piece arcs take the time and are really good at the pacing.
Name
Don't
me
like
one.
just not, wait a minute. Wait. Let me
We'll get
finish.
there when we get there, Tone.
We'll get we.
I'm trying to skip parts. No.
I just want you to know, Tone, I'm dabbing
Dress
you up right now, bro.
You s-
That you're cooking right now. I want you to
Thank
know you're
you.
cooking.
Hold on,
Thank
hold on,
you.
hold on,
Okay,
Tone.
but no,
Tone, watch this. Because I asked Gary the
Dressrosa,
same question. Oh, my fault, Kenzie. Go ahead. My fault, my fault.
but Dressrosa, it was repeated lore. It was like,
Bebe
okay,
is
let's go
cooking.
back 10 more steps and then let's start from there and then reintroduce what we just introduced. It was just like, okay, this
Okay.
is this is a little annoying.
Okay, so let me see your point and counter you with this.
Okay.
One Piece has terrible pacing throughout the entirety of the anime, right?
Yes, it's true. That's
But
true.
the amount of highlights Dressrosa has is enough to satisfy me throughout the terrible pacing.
Hell no.
I can
Hell
name you
no.
10 things right now off the dome that is peak out of One Piece. Moments. I can name you the moments. I can name you the turning points. I can name you anything out of Dressrosa that will put it in S tier.
But again, you're judging
still
it.
think it's A because
The pacing
no,
is not that
even
much
when
of
we're
the pacing is not that much of a fallback because
Oh,
everybody's favorite arc, like fucking Impel Down or Marineford or Wano, they all have worse pacing than Dressrosa. Nigga, I watched Luffy run 15 episodes to get to Ace. I'm not hearing shit, and then after that, once everybody left, everybody left after Ace died, and Luffy went back. It took him less than an episode to get to where he was trying to run to. I'm not hearing it.
Tone.
But no,
Just
no.
to make-
Okay, the fight.
Okay.
Some of the fights in Dressrosa were not necessary.
Oh, I could tell you about like 6 that were not necessary, and a lot of them. But I agree, there were fights in Dressrosa that were not necessary in that little tournament. I agree.
Yeah, that's the entirety of One Piece. Like some of the fights are not necessary.
Dumbass dragon. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I got one of my favorite anime edits is from Dressrosa, bro. I don't know, bro. I just can't. Doflamingo is just that nigga, bro. He just that nigga, bro.
I think it's hard to convince that Tone or Wonder is going to be out of B, and then Kenzie, you said A, correct?
I said A. I think I'm sticking with
Oh,
A.
I cannot wait. We gonna keep it A.
think
Oh, I can't wait. Let's move on. I can't wait. I just can't wait till we get to another one. Oh, this is the next arc is a One Piece arc. I want to live. Where are y'all going with this? BB, where you going, BB?
I say A.
Okay. All right. Wonder as Def said B, ban him. Sanji being in Nanami's body. Dressrosa was my favorite arc until Whole Cake.
I haven't went to Whole Cake yet. Hold on.
Okay, this is Eni's lobby, right? This is Eni's lobby.
Okay. Any?
I'll tag you in chat.
Oh no, this is this Water 7 or Eni's lobby?
No, that's
This is
Eni's lobby.
This is Enis lobby.
This arc pissed me off. Eni's lobby. Where are we going with Eni's lobby?
I had the emotional response when Robin said, "I want to live," and that alone
A or
is
C?
just creating a bias for me. So I'm gonna say S.
Oh wait, Derry. Question. Did you watch it in dub or sub?
I watched it in dub. Dub, yo.
Okay, I wasn't hating on you. I wasn't hating on because I watched it in dub too.
Dub One Piece is lit. Dub One Piece is lit.
Dub One Piece is awesome.
It is. It's just this scene of just Robin in the dub, mind you, just made me so emotional. So that's why that alone makes it. It's
I
for me
felt that.
personally.
Eni's lobby was lit than a mug, but
It was.
But Sniper King
That nigga with
pissed
the
me
hair,
the
that
fuck
pissed me.
off.
That nigga pissed me off so bad.
That was enough to bring it down to A for me, bro. He pissed me off too bad this arc.
Listen,
But then again, Zoro kind of saved
how
it.
could you let this get away with this?
I have a question, Tone. So,
Yo,
what pissed you off is mainly because of what happened in Water 7 and him fighting Luffy.
but it carried on. It carried on.
Right. But it did carry on. But the ultimate moment that made Sniper King very important and very powerful was the moment when Luffy commanded him to shoot down the world government flag.
That's fine.
Flag, yeah,
That's
that was
fine.
fire.
But at any point, at any point during that, did he apologize to Luffy or the team?
At that moment, the Straw has declared war on the fucking
That was lit.
world,
That
bro.
was lit. That's a lit moment. But it's to
Say
me.
that's the S. I can say that's the S.
Okay. But to me, Sniper King, not fucking Usopp, holding the team over Luffy's decision as the captain, not apologizing, putting on a mask to hide from his guilt, then Luffy letting it slide and having to have Zoro tell a nigga like, if you not gonna hold this nigga accountable, I'm leaving the team. That to me was what makes it close to S, because Zoro saved it for me. But having Usopp on the team after what he did, fighting your captain, like literally going, if anybody had a right to go throw hands with freaking Luffy out of the whole team, was a nigga that was winning from the very beginning, as Zoro, bro. And Zoro never really questioned Luffy. If we're keeping it a bean, he never really questioned Luffy. And then
Zoro never questioned Luffy.
Yes, and then you have Usopp, who has every right to get kicked off of the team, questioning Luffy, fighting Luffy, bro. I'm not hearing
But
it.
no, wait. You have to consider why he was fighting it too.
I understand it was for the ship, but the captain says no. The captain says no.
Come on, you know how important the Going Merry was.
Yes, I understand. I understand how important the Going Merry was, but we also gotta understand that.
Oh my god, I've been muted this entire time.
Okay, go ahead.
Bro, I was about to scream, bro. Okay, so first off, you mean to tell me Dressrosa can be a S, but Eni's lobby is no because of Water 7?
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell
Tell me which arc before Dressrosa impacted, like, hold the captain or hold anyone to the point where it affected them in Dressrosa. Eni's lobby was
Marineford.
We're gonna box that.
I disagree, bro. I disagree, bro.
Eni's lobby, because your main premise
was really saving it for me is Robin's
Water
backstory. What's really saving it for me is the whole Buster Call shit and Robin's backstory. But Dressrosa to me is a tier above Water. If Eni's lobby, it's a tier above that to me. It had way too many iconic moments.
Yeah, Eni's lobby had the same thing. Luffy going gears for the first time ever.
Okay, that's
Naruto pose is still iconic.
Right, that's right.
I
Robin
understand.
screaming, "I want to
But you
live."
know,
Sniper
but you
King
know what
shoot that
Dressrosa did not
flag
have. You
down.
know what? Okay, if we would not have Sniper
wait,
King if
wait,
Usopp was such a
Can
bastard.
can I make
But
one
yeah,
more
that's
closing
Water
argument?
7.
It
Can
ties
I make one
into
more
the
closing
next
argument?
arc because he still got that
Please,
fucking
please,
mask
please,
on. He
please.
just still did not apologize. He
But
still hold his
but Tone,
captain.
you're right. But Tone, think about it like this.
Right.
There's a time and place to sit there and work out the kinks of apologies
Matter of
and
fact,
shit.
let's let it.
When our friend is dying is
I will
not the
concede.
time.
I will
Lord,
concede.
oh.
I will concede because I want to argue. Somebody said something about Sanji. Sanji is a bastard because I cannot wait till we get to Fishman Island. That nigga pissed me the fuck off.
What's
All
time?
right,
Where we
all right.
Yeah,
Not
where
too
we
much
putting
on
where we putting
Sanji.
Enis lobby? Put it S.
I say
Not
S.
too much on
Can I
Sanji,
make one more?
please.
Can I make one
Yeah,
more
Derek?
closing argument for Enis Lobby,
Yes,
please?
yes.
This is straight from Oda himself. And
That's true,
just
babe. That's
think about it
true.
really quickly. The main theme of One Piece is freedom and liberation.
Right.
Year 5 is literally a reincarnation of someone that freed fucking slaves.
Yeah.
This arc of One Piece exemplifies freedom and being free to do what you want to do. Robin screaming, "I want to live," and Luffy defying the world government that's literally keeping the world
I was
enslaved.
about to say.
Okay,
Thank you, Derek.
okay, I agree now. I agree now. My only
you.
qualms is how to. Oh my god, how is Dressrosa not an S then?
Man, fuck Dress.
You cannot give me an argument. You cannot give me an argument other than the pacing to determine why Dressrosa is A tier. Dressrosa is S tier as well, bro.
So Tone, wait, no,
Let's be
no,
honest.
Derek, watch this. Derek, watch this real quick. Watch this. Tone,
Go ahead,
name
go
me
ahead.
3 fights in that Coliseum during Dressrosa. Name me
Name me 3
fights.
fights. Sabo,
Coliseum.
Sabo fought, Lucy fought, and then
Against
one
who?
and fucking
Against who?
and fucking what's his fucking name?
Who did they fight?
What's the nigga with one leg now? I forgot his name.
See,
Wonder.
but Tone,
Alejandro.
yeah,
Barto,
Derek.
that's what we meant. Barto, bro. Listen, time out. Nigga, you think you cooking Kinsey? I agree with Kinsey when I said a lot of those fights were unfucking necessary. That's not the main highlight of that arc, my nigga. It's not. It never was.
Point.
That okay. There are
He's
dead
like,
zones.
have no
There are
moments
dead
like that.
there are dead zones in all of his arcs, my nigga. In all of them.
Dressrosa is not better than Eni's lobby.
Bro,
Dressrosa is
I'm
not
not
better than
arguing.
Eni's lobby.
I'm not arguing that Dressrosa is better than Eni's lobby. I'm saying if Eni's lobby is an S tier, so should Dressrosa be, bro. Because y'all only argument is the fact that you can't remember some of the fights and because of the pacing. Like what?
The pacing is significantly worse when you
Nigga,
realize
ain't shit
Dressrosa
colder.
happened in a day.
Okay.
Shit happened in
A lot of
24
these
It's
fucking
like
arcs
24
happen in a few days. A lot of them happen in a few days. It's only 2 major time skips. What are we talking about?
But no, like Eni's lobby was in a span of like 3-4 days.
Nigga,
Dressrosa
like I
was a
just said, they're
single
all in a span of
one.
a few days. There were
Are we
only
talking
1 or
about
2
the-
major time
Okay, wait a
skips.
minute.
What are we talking about here? We cannot sit here and argue pacing when
Derek.
fucking Wano exists. That's a whole nother anime.
Derek. But we're not talking about Wano right now.
No, but we will be, and I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna go in S over my dead body.
Because we didn't separate it. He's thinking, which arc is better, Dressrosa or Eni's lobby?
Okay, so
Bro, Sabo came back. We thought that nigga was dead. Well, I didn't. But niggas thought that nigga was dead. Luffy crying, tears, hugging this nigga with his whole dick to his face, wrap it around him like 7 times. Nigga, that's pure joy. That was joy. Then we have Law's backstory. We have Corazon. We have Ace becoming a new Devil Fruit holder. Like, I mean, not Ace. Sabo becoming a new Devil Fruit holder. We have the backstory. Didn't they show us the backstory of how Ace lost his Devil Fruit in Dressrosa, or am I tripping? Like how Blackbeard captured him, or am I tripping? Was that his moment? Regardless,
No,
we also have Barto. We have Law versus fuck. What's I'm losing my train of thought. What's this nigga name again?
I'm gonna answer your question in a second.
Barto.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Go ahead.
I think outside of personal bias on what I think of what characters and what happens and backstories that happens in Dressrosa, I think Eni's lobby exemplifies what One Piece is better than Dressrosa.
Okay,
like the theme
we can
overall.
go hit for hit, moment for moment.
What defines One Piece, because there's too many moments in Dressrosa, because it's not even objectively, it is a longer arc than Enies
How
Lobby.
much longer is how much longer?
A big chunk, almost probably twice the size.
I promise you it is. But what Enies Lobby is altogether exemplifies what One Piece is as an anime, as a creation, as a manga. Enies Lobby is what One Piece is: freedom and liberation, and those key moments.
Okay,
makes it S tier.
are we going to keep that same energy when Wano comes around? Because you just said that.
Absolutely. We'll get there when we get there.
That's why I was arguing to separate Wano.
Yes.
But we didn't, so guess what? Wano's about to get home.
I'm going to sit here. I'm going to ask chat. What do y'all think? Dressrosa an A or S? Enies Lobby an A or S?
You forget it wasn't one with Enies Lobby. You were the only one who didn't say S for Enies Lobby. Dressrosa, me and Kenzie both did not say A.
But y'all are hoeing Dressrosa because Enies Lobby and Zodiac. I'm not arguing that. I'm no longer arguing that Enies Lobby doesn't belong in S. What I'm saying is Dressrosa also belongs in S.
In comparison to other ones, nah.
Y'all are out of y'all.
Chat
saying S. Chat saying S. We put it in S, bro. They're saying
it's two people. Man. It's not up to chat.
Two people. It's my tier list, nigga. They going in S.
Man,
What's the point?
ain't no fucking way.
All right, okay. I will be fair. I will be fair.
If you want to give
I will be fair.
I was ready to say fuck the rules.
I will be fair for the sake of the video. But y'all niggas are out of your fucking mind, bro.
Hey, nigga,
I was gonna say that. Y'all are out of your mind.
Argue for S rank. Dressrosa was not.
Dressrosa is one of the better arcs because it's not just about what is embodied and shit. First of all, what arc was Usopp deemed Sniper King? Or no, we're not moving on.
Yeah, we move.
We're not,
we gotta move on.
We're not moving on. Y'all not about to cheat. Y'all not about to cut me off. What arc was it when Usopp? Y'all so big on Usopp. Sniper King. When was that nigga deemed pretty much saved them? And what arc was that again?
Oh, you mean the same arc where he was being a pussy?
Yeah, and who saved the day? Who saved the day? So y'all want to talk about Usopp? Who saved the day?
Usopp always.
But he was being a pussy.
Who saved the day?
Usopp had one moment.
Who saved the day? I'm asking you one simple question. I don't want to hear anything else. Who saved the day? Was it Nami? Was it Zoro? Was it Sanji? Or was it y'all favorite Sniper King?
Okay, but tone.
I don't want to hear nothing else. They got so many cold moments in that arc, and y'all sitting here telling me it doesn't belong in S. Y'all are out of your mind.
But Tone, here's my other question though. The same way y'all just heard him. He just said he didn't want to put Enies Lobby at SB at first because Usopp was pissing him off with the Sniper King shit.
Exactly.
How was it the same principle?
Because y'all were just riding. Usopp said he had a reason. Y'all were just riding. Usopp saying he had a reason. His reason in this case for being a pussy is because he don't have no devil fruit. All he got is he's a sniper. No. He is not meant for close range battles. He's not meant for close quarters battles. He's a sniper. So just like y'all defend Usopp, I'm going to defend Usopp. If any nigga was in that position, they would all have cowered. I'm not hearing nothing. I'm not hearing nothing.
Usopp literally, the main reason he turned around was because, damn, what about how it makes me look with Luffy? I am now on a future Pirate King's crew. I don't get to bitch and moan and run away.
No, he knew what he was getting. No, he knew what he was getting himself into when he joined the fucking Straw Hats. Ain't that nigga named God Usopp now? His name is God Usopp, right? You telling me God Usopp don't belong in the S tier?
Tone. I believe the world of One Piece is too big for any of the Straw Hats to know what they were getting themselves into.
I'm not hearing that. You're a pirate. It's you know what you're getting yourself into. It's like hold on. It's like saying I'm gonna devote my life into being a criminal, but I don't know what crimes I'm gonna commit. Nigga, you're a criminal. You know you're getting into some bullshit. He's a pirate. He knows what he's getting into. And let's just say, for the sake of the argument, he didn't know what he was getting himself into. In Enies Lobby, he had every chance to walk away. In Water 7, he had every chance to walk away. All of it pissed me off, but y'all convinced me that Enis Lobby deserved to be there because of what he did, his sacrifice.
I said
What he
that
did.
yeah.
You're saying that's the only thing why we put that on S tier, which is clearly not the case.
No,
There's
I'm
some-
not saying
No.
that's not the only reason. I'm saying it's part of it, and I'm adding that to part of my reason because it's so many cold moments. It's like when he became God Usopp. That's a cold moment, right?
Then fine, let's take that out the mix and just talk about everything else. That
No, it's not no taking out the mix because you're not about to take out one of their iconic moments because Dressrosa has so many more iconic moments. It's just
But Tone,
Enis Lobby has the iconic moment. That's not fair.
Tone, my issue was that you were judging Enis Lobby because of Usopp
No.
exclusively.
Okay,
Because he didn't even
that
do
wasn't
that
that
part.
wasn't my only point as to why I was getting pissed off. But Taylor also made a good point. If you're getting pissed off, then the writer is doing their job. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna change my thought process and say, okay, that adds on to the story because I did get pissed off at this nigga. I also got pissed off at this nigga in Dressrosa, which means the writer is doing their job. I'm allowed to change my opinion. And in my opinion, when he became God Usopp, that is a monumental moment in the anime.
Well, Tone, in my opinion, we have Bleach coming up, and let's move on to that drag.
Yeah, and
Chat, who stopped me right now from putting Dressrosa in S?
yeah, sorry, buddy. You got if Kenzie switched, you could have done something.
Hockey and
What's the
Dressrosa
next
is a
arc?
huge deal. Like y'all didn't. I just recently. When last time y'all seen Dressrosa? Just answer me that right quick.
I just finished
2 months
Dressrosa.
ago.
2 months ago, you just said, "All right." I'm like, this nigga is lying.
I just finished Dressrosa.
I
literally
believe you, Kenzie. I believe you, Kenzie. I don't believe Wonder.
You what I want. I can go work a night job where I can watch
Tone,
anything.
I want you to know, Tone. I want you to know that Dressrosa is my favorite arc in One Piece, and
You're not battling for it hard enough.
Aw.
Then you're not battling because when the whole cake come around, I'm not letting it get out of S. Don't give no fucks. That arc
You
is
said
going
what?
into S. When whole cake come around, I'm fighting for that.
agree.
You ain't fighting hard enough for this because Dressrosa had way more iconic moments than freaking Enis Lobby. You cannot tell me it hasn't. But anyways, we're going
what's the next
on to
one,
the next
bro?
anime.
the Fierce Fight arc. Now, I
said
have a
what?
question.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, and this is to Sean, is the last fight with Ichigo and Grimmjow, is that the same arc that Ichigo fights Ukiura?
I think I know off of memory. I think so because he fights each spot at like one by one. So
I know Sean is correct. I would like to put this on S. This is one of my favorite
Bold.
arcs in Bleach. Grimmjow versus Ichigo and Ichigo versus Ukiura.
I'm like, I feel so dirty agreeing with y'all
I feel
niggas
like- I
now.
feel like I reached that point.
oh, okay.
And I think
I feel so
wasn't even-
filthy.
I couldn't even agree this whole time. Like,
No, I understand. I know you would agree with me though, Sean. It's okay.
Oh
Sean,
my god. Okay, can we move on?
Sean,
Hey, hold on. I'm double checking.
You see how I feel? I see how you feel, KP. I see how you feel.
That
Oh
is-
my god, I feel filthy. Ew.
oh Lord.
The Fierce Fight arc ends with the Grimmjow fight. Ukiura is not in this arc. I just checked
I
it.
think.
Ukiura's a little later. Because that's when we get
Ukiura
Demon
is
Hollow.
immediately after. Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
This is one of my
Okay,
favorite
okay.
rival arcs in anime in general.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you,
for
babe.
clarification,
That's. I
it is
think.
not purely that fight.
Like I said before.
Oh my
just
god.
I'm like right at you, Ukiura.
KP just cooked. Usopp is the reason they have a fleet. Oh!
Can we move on? Can we move on, please?
Because Sean is here.
we
We are
can-
not kicking her out again. Damn it.
Damn, God.
Lock in, TJ. Lock in, please.
I'm not there.
The fight arc starts while Ichigo is fighting a Pre-Verone Espada, all the way up to him fighting Grimmjow.
I need a
This
drink.
is when
Mhm.
I
this
think
is when
uh,
Orihime got
uh,
captured.
That's the number 100 nigga. The one who was real sus and shit, talking about dancing and shit. That is where it starts, and it ends with Ichigo versus Grimmjow. The end of that fight is the end of that arc.
Just want you guys to know we have 4 Arrancar arcs. We have the Arrival, Arrancar versus
Fierce.
Shinigami, and we have 5. I
That's what. Yeah, it's supposed to be 5. Yeah. And then
Yep,
this is
we
the
have
third.
5.
So
I'm still going S here.
Yes, yeah.
Any objections?
It don't matter because if I object, well, actually no, I lied, Kinsey.
No, you should object. You just objected fucking Dressrosa. I need y'all to stand 10 toes
Okay,
now.
no
I need
comment, no
y'all
comment.
on
Can we
all
move
grippers. There, you said S.
Everybody else said S except for
All
me.
right.
Yeah.
This arc is
I'm
going to
saying-
this Fishman Island arc is going to C.
Wait, no, I didn't vote. What the hell?
You didn't. I just said it's unanimous S, my nigga.
I didn't say I said with everybody else.
What do you gotta say, man?
I do not think it's an S because you guys cannot name
Here we
another moment
go.
outside of that fight. Again, if you guys can name another fight,
Kenpachi fighting one of the
No,
Yes,
not
that was the
this
same.
arc.
That was the same arc.
Kenpachi came in after this arc when he fought Noitora. He was not there yet.
I would like to still wonder. Your argument is very valid. I would still like to place this in S because the finale between Grimmjow and Ichigo is anime rivals 101. Like when people study anime rivals, they look at this fight, and that alone allows me to put this at S, and that's fine.
So, are we just saying if the main fight was good? It's
Okay,
S
okay,
now?
hold on. So if there's only 16 episodes, you tell me that one moment is not enough to carry it on to S?
Can you name anything else that happened?
I don't feel like okay, hold on. Because if an arc is under 30 episodes, I feel like one or two big moments should pull it up to what we. Because I personally thought that Kenpachi fought in this arc. I don't know if Chad and Uryu fought in this arc as well. I don't know.
They did, and that's my point.
Okay, so Chad and Uryu fought the science nigga. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, he did. That
Uh,
was all this arc.
Okay, so
My main
I'm remembering these niggas. I'm remembering these niggas. He fought with his lieutenant, the little robot chick. I forgot her name as well.
Nemu, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sticking with S.
My main argument as to why it's not S is because
My camera
we
died.
are judging it off of the fight, which is an S tier fight, 100%. But the arc as a whole, I cannot put it as S because the arcs that I'm putting at S are flawless from top to bottom.
There is not.
This is not flawless from top to bottom.
There isn't a single arc in all of anime that is just flawless.
So wait, okay, so let me ask y'all this. Are you putting this arc on the same tier as something as a Marineford, Sasuke retrieval arc, a tuning exam that have very minimal to no flaws?
Yes.
Wonder, I want you to understand. Wonder, I want you to understand, and please put this in your psyche. We are still going to rearrange these tiers while they're in their tiers. So
no, that's what Tone's saying. We are not doing that.
Not today.
It's just about getting them in their tone. It's just about getting them in their tiers.
Exactly. We are going to rearrange them later. So just put them where they need to be, and then we'll rearrange them.
We need a timer.
I don't think it's S.
Let's,
you can put it to chat.
We're gonna do a 2-minute timer for each. No, that's not enough. 5 minutes.
We can talk all day. So I mean,
I'm not putting this at S, especially for Bleach.
Okay,
arcs,
chat. Everybody said their parts. What are y'all? Because he's the only one that's saying not S. So what are y'all opinions while I fix this camera?
In chat so they can break the tiebreaker because no one's voting right now in chat. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
2:30.
Works better for my agenda.
We can leave it A then. Fishman Island arc.
Fishman Island is a D.
Yeah.
I'm going C here.
Hey, if it's C, as long as it's C or D, Wonder does not care.
yeah, D. I agree.
Don't say C, Gary.
I also put this in C, but there are moments I do like, but I want to put it in C. I don't mind putting it in C. I don't care.
Okay, C tier it is.
Oh, it's 5 Kage Summit. Oh, this is S.
No.
Oh God.
Please stop trolling me. Please stop trolling me.
Dare, you're about to piss me off.
Who's Darius saying the 5 Kage Summit? Okay, so let me hear you. Let me hear you why, because I know these fights way better than I know Bleach fights.
No, and the main reason why I would not put this in here is because of Sasuke. Sasuke pissed me off during this arc. Because this is where we get to a point.
Remember what I said about Usopp? If you get pissed off, that's good. They already did their job.
Yeah, it's not just Sasuke. It's other things, but Sasuke's the main thing. Sakura also pissed me off.
That's good.
That's good, but like, I almost made it unwatchable for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Derry, that's
The
like
writer did
a
their
heel
job.
being the heel in WWE. You're not supposed to like it.
The writers did their job.
And
I love
honestly,
heels.
I'm not gonna say the Five Kage-sama is a bad arc. Obviously, it's a good arc. People love it. You get introduced to the Izanagi, you get introduced to the other Kage, Mifune and the Samurai.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
peak. That's
and
one of their better
Naruto.
arcs.
Honestly, Naruto in general, from start to finish, all of their arcs are solid. But this one, in comparison, there's a lot more S tier Naruto arcs, and the Five Kage-sama does not compete with them. And just because of its flaws, I'm not gonna put this in S. Like, I have no problem putting this in A.
You didn't name.
I
You
see what
didn't
you're
really
saying.
name a. You didn't really name a
You
flaw. You
didn't
just said you
name a
didn't like what they
flaw.
did. That's not really a flaw. What was
The
flawed
flaw
in
is
this? Like, what was how someone was written?
flaw
Like,
is
what was flawed?
the flaw is the inconsistency of Sasuke's character.
How was it inconsistent?
Explain.
I have a timer on, by the way, so we're not going over time. Go ahead.
Pussy.
Okay. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, and I'm talking about in hindsight, fairness, but Sasuke wanting to destroy the Hidden Leaf Village is very inconsistent on.
No, it's not. You said you watched it
That
20
makes
times,
perfect
Derry?
sense
You said
right
you watched it
there.
20 times? Nothing's wrong with how he feels.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with how it feels. I'm just saying it's very inconsistent. He's
How
going
was-
back and forth. He's flip-flopping left and right on what he wants to do and what his end goal is.
But why?
But-
Why does he feel
Now-
that way?
Yeah, why? Derry, why is he flip flopping?
If you truly loved your brother and truly if you truly loved your brother and wanted to complete his ideals, why do you want to destroy everything that he built and died for?
Because
Is that
to
not
this
the
point,
stages of
to
grief
this.
and trauma?
Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Is
Sean?
that not the stages of grief and trauma, not knowing what's right and wrong?
I ain't even have to listen.
Sean, I love
see?
you so much.
I ain't even have to
Sean,
go
I
that
love you
route,
so
but she
much.
cooked right there. So go
She
ahead and
cooked.
go ahead
Nigga,
and
it's
go ahead
grief.
and go ahead and answer
Derry,
that.
Imagine you just get told your brother was getting used by the village, and he only did the shit. The only reason he did it was to save you, but the village made a 14-year-old commit genocide.
And mind you, he's hearing.
Fuck village.
Mind you, he's hearing all of this from someone who's not telling him the full story, so he doesn't know what to believe.
Exactly.
So you tell me what's flawed about his feelings, and I'll put this in A.
Touche.
Touche. So are we good with S here?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Nigga, I was about to get so mad if this didn't get S, but y'all were trying to push that Bleach part. I was like, nigga,
Listen,
Kage Summit, this should have moments.
Okay,
I
so
am a
when I tell you-
Sasuke and Sakura defender, so.
no,
See,
I
nigga,
feel it.
Sean saved y'all.
What do you
Sean
mean?
saved us.
she's
If she didn't cook, I was about to do something crazy, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it before we do the uwu fufu. I'm gonna save it.
Like that is a stage of grief. Like I can't argue
Right,
that.
down for the uwu
That is a stage of grief. Like that's facts. Like, I'm being so dead ass. Like that is a stage of grief. Like you're unsure. You've lived your entire life with one goal to kill your fucking brother,
Yep.
and you get told he loves you and want to protect you, and he lied to you in your entire life. What do you do?
But Derry,
And
but
then-
Derry,
And then you look at the village side where you're like, nigga, what?
but Derry, can you tell me why he wanted to hurt the village in the first place?
Because they hurt his brother. They made his brother go through some shit. Especially Danzo.
So now you have the why of why he felt these things. You have the why.
I want to talk about this another day. I'm not gonna get to it, but I want y'all to know that Danzo is the perfect villain. Like
Yo,
of all the
100%,
villains,
100%. Everybody hates Donzo.
He is the
Nigga.
number one villain in Naruto. We can talk about this another time, but Danzo started so much shit that led up to the moments
Yeah.
of the Fourth Great Ninja War. Danzo is the perfect villain in Naruto. He's the
Nigga,
number one.
yeah. And guess what?
Well, the
arc
perfect
where
the
he's
perfect
biggest
villain ain't pop
is
up
the
yet.
Five Kage Summit.
And that's why I lose this argument, because y'all pleaded y'all case and y'all convinced me that it's S tier. Thank you.
Ginyu. Okay, so the next arc, the Ginyu Force arc.
Beginning of Planet Namek up until they fight Frieza.
Okay,
So
so
we have-
what where we putting this at?
A B.
Yeah. So
I think
Yeah.
A. I really feel like the Ginyu Force is so iconic, bro. They're too iconic to put
Alright.
anything below B.
But again, that's what I'm
what's the
saying. We're
ranking?
judging it off of specific moments and not the arc as a whole. Because if we want to judge the
saying A.
moment, okay, sure, let's judge the
Okay,
moment.
I
But
okay.
the
No,
arc,
I'm just saying it had the pacing was not bad. Pacing was good
true.
for their standards. The build up was
Yeah.
also good, and the fights were good
Mhm.
for
And
Dragon Ball Z standards. The
and
fights were good.
absolutely. And Wonder, you said not to judge this based off of one individual moment. I'm not
Mhm.
going to judge one individual moment. I'm still going to put this in A just because there's so much that we're introduced on the whole grand scheme of Dragon Ball, like the Namekian Dragon Balls on Namekians, and then Frieza's whole entire Frieza Force, because they play a pivotal role in Dragon Ball
True.
Super, unrelated one. Like this whole entire part of Namek is still very memorable, and I can pinpoint in quotes
Yeah.
every single fight that happens up until this point, and I love it, and I still love it. I'm not gonna put an S. It's not goaded. In fact,
Yeah, I'm an
I
A. I'm
will
cool with
put
A.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with A. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't hate an A. I would have said B personally because none of the fights were iconic enough for A tier, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I hate an
Okay.
A. I don't hate A here.
Okay. Next arc.
Sean? Wait, no, Sean. We
Oh,
didn't ask
Sean.
the
Oh,
rest.
Sean. My fault.
Sean, Kinsey?
Fuck
Hmm?
me.
My fault.
Um,
What do y'all think with the Ginyu
everything.
Force?
An
No
A.
comment.
For the
Okay,
next
said
arc,
A.
this is the
Yes.
Hidan and Kakuzu. I'm going S tier too.
I
This is
am
S
not.
tier. There's no
I am
debate.
not.
There should be not a
Ooh.
single debate. This is S tier.
What
This is
happened
S tier arc.
to me?
Hidan and
You
Kakuzu.
said what,
This
Shawnee?
arc changed so much.
At the very beginning of this arc, Hidan and Kakuzu go to the Hidden Leaf Village to look for Naruto to get the Nine Tails, and then they are
Mhm.
intercepted by Team Asuma and Team Genma, or I think Team Genma,
It wasn't
and they
Genma.
fight, or it was a couple members of Team Genma.
Yeah.
And Asuma dies, and then
My
you
neighbor.
have the intermission where Shikamaru and Shikaku have the chess match, and then he gets all emotional and cries, and then
That's a top tier
later
That's
moment
on
in Naruto. All of
S
you
tier.
get
Naruto.
to the fight.
That's
You get
it.
to the fight with Team Asuma with Team Kakashi as the interim leader for the team,
And
and
nigga
they
go
fight. And then,
hand for hand with
yes,
fucking Kakuzu,
and
bro.
then this is the same arc that Naruto has
Learns
his training
Rasengan.
arc to learn
Shuriken.
Rasen Shuriken.
Yeah, Rasen Shuriken, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
This arc was
So,
top
And
Sean?
tier, bro.
So,
This arc was
so
gas. This
Sean,
is the S tier, bro.
Sean, what are you ranking it?
S tier.
I don't hate S tier here because yeah, like there's enough to where I can't
There's
like
just a
there's
lot of
not
heavy
enough
hitters
filler
in
to
this
put
arc.
it down to A. There's a lot that happens. Naruto
absolutely,
busting
yeah.
out the Rasen Shuriken for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Shikamaru having the only real successful spin the block moment with him lighting Asuma's ghost
Oh
cigarette.
my. What's next?
Drum Island, yeah.
Drum Island?
Drum
Drum
Island.
So,
Okay.
This is like a.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
give it a
I
C
give
or a
it a
B.
C or B.
A C.
I don't think it's better
A
than
B.
Fishman,
B.
but
No,
It's way better than
I say
Fishman.
way better.
wait,
Honestly,
Tone. Wait, Tone.
I just
What
like
did you
I
just
just
say,
like
Tone?
when okay. This is just me
I say
personally.
B. B B B B B B B B B B B B B B B B.
Okay,
I hate
fine. We
B
put it. I'm
here.
not gonna argue. We're gonna go B here. We're gonna go B here. All right. This
Oh,
is
you
Wait, the
the.
said
majority of
B.
people say
Look
B.
for
Wait,
the-
the
Yeah,
majority
yeah,
of people
yes.
say
Majority
B.
is B. Majority is B. I'm cool with B.
Okay.
The Waco Mundo entry arc. This is the sneak entry.
Okay.
Sneak entry. This is their entry all the way until Ichigo
This is how
fights
many-
that Pre-Veron Espada. Just like
10.
him meeting Nell.
I don't think we count this one.
That's in this arc.
I think this is a cool B or A.
I'm not gonna put this in
B.
your A. I'll put this
Okay,
in
I'm
I was
cool
about
with
to
B.
say, yeah, this is not touching
I don't
A.
know. No, this is Impel down, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going A.
no.
You said Impel down.
Yeah.
okay, so Derry, what are you saying on Impel Down?
I will say A.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I will
Cool.
say A.
Impel down
Who
was
else has
lit.
seen Impel Down?
I've seen Impel down.
I have.
I seen it.
I only can I say why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Impel Down by itself is an incomplete arc intentionally because of Marineford, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just for the fact that it is incomplete makes it A for me, since we're judging this based off of its own merits.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's
question,
fair.
would you apply that same logic for Saba Odi when we get there, or no? Would you say Saba Odi is a little bit more complete?
I think that one's a little bit more complete.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm.
I just
Even
wanted
though
to
that,
clarify.
even though that's like the precursor to a
Yeah.
time skip.
What? Saba Odi?
Yes, absolutely, Tone. Absolutely,
So
Tone.
the
Absolutely. Because
Yeah, I think
Impel Down is leading up to something, while Sabaody is in a lot of ways, but it's Asabaori is ending an arc. It's ending something. It's ending something. It's ending the last we get of the
It's
Straw
also
Hat for the times.
I should
It's
put
very
Yeah.
I
good.
should
it's
put
also
Impel
to
down.
where they
I should put Impel down in freaking B.
What?
Hell no.
Wait a
Because
minute.
hold on, hold
Wait
on,
a
hold on, hold
minute.
on,
No, no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold
Okay,
on,
here.
hold on. Their
Okay,
pacing
go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
garbage as well. Tell me I'm wrong.
Huh?
Their pacing was garbage as well.
Well,
Fair.
Their pacing, this
fair.
nigga Luffy's running down. He has to
Fair.
go down 6 floors. They spent at least 6 to 10 episodes on each floor, bro.
Oh, he's
Can we
Like,
get a
You
can
know
we get a
what?
fact check on that? Because
I did that.
I will not
go
tolerate
ahead,
this
go
slander.
go
However,
ahead, go
listen,
ahead and waste the
listen.
timer and go fact check me. It's probably longer. It'd be worse if you fact check.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah, bye guys.
wait.
Thank
I
you.
didn't say anything.
No, that's what Tokyo said.
No, that's what
Nerds.
Tokyo
Oh,
said. Yeah,
Okay,
that nigga Tokyo hate One Piece. He's not staying.
bro, get out the chat.
Yeah.
Get out the chat now. Anyways, like I was saying, listen. Magellan would make a cold ass villain.
no
First of
facts.
all,
Luffy should have died. I'm
like,
sorry.
Facts.
oh, that nigga was bombing everybody. Like,
Report.
hello, come on, now. Like,
I think Impel down 100% needs to be at A. I understand what Darren is saying about it feels incomplete, but I
And the
think if the
pacing. That's
purpose
two
is
things.
yeah.
well, again, I said, can somebody fact check that pacing? Somebody
Fact
just search it
check
out.
that
Nigga,
pacing.
they had a whole diagram. They had a whole like a whole picture of each floor and where they were on that floor. I'm not. You telling
But
me
that
that's
we
that's
did
not
get we did get
that
did
is
get
that's
more
they
on
do
like
that they
dragon.
Somebody search it.
they
Derek,
pulled
can you
that
just quickly
out.
search
They
it?
pulled those diagrams out when they're like when they're bullshitting us, bro. You cannot tell me I'm lying, bro. You can't.
Derek,
You
And
can you quickly search
And
it?
Luffy literally had plot armor. Luffy should have died. He should be
yeah,
dead.
I
you're
don't.
He should be dead.
I think
he
for the
really
way
should
they
have.
Ivankov even said
explained
he
it,
should be dead. He ain't no
Eva
explanation.
also said no, but Eva said, "Hey, Luffy, you are going to have a very low chance of survival, but even if you do, you lose 10 years
And
off your
then
life."
okay, so that mean he should have Luffy. Listen, that's plot armor. That's what I'm trying to tell you because he's not supposed to be using gear any of the gears.
We're gonna.
The gears shave years off of his life. He should not be using any of them.
That was, if I'm not mistaken, gears shaving years off of his life was before he had them mastered. To my knowledge, from my
How
memory,
you
that was
have the
before he had
gears
them mastered.
mastered when you have not even gotten to the peak of your gears, which is gear 5 to our knowledge as of now.
You can still respectively
But
master a specific gear and utilize it.
This arc is specifically like Luffy's arc because you don't have like each other arc where the Straw Hats fight each individual like villain.
Okay, time is
Oh,
up.
Tone is a hater.
Time is up.
Tone.
Time is up.
Tone, how many episodes? No, you're right, but we already said A.
We're good with A. You said B. You said B, Derry.
No, I didn't. I said A.
Okay, everybody said A.
So A
I'm
wins.
only B. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, just for even though we haven't secured Tone, how many episodes did you say it was? For
What?
Impel Down?
Terrified,
I
bro.
said it was like 6 to 10 episodes for each floor.
And there are 6 floors, so 6 to 10. That's at minimum 36. Impel Down is 27 episodes.
Okay. And it was a bunch of bullshit in all those episodes. Now what we talking about?
Hey, we're just saying hey.
Wait, hear me out. Okay, the next.
Wait,
which
Impel
starts
Down
with
has 2
Naruto.
parts.
Oh my
That
god,
was
we made
fun.
that one. We made one. We made one. We combined it into one.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
can find
lucky,
it.
nigga, because they definitely had 2 parts of complete bullshit.
Next one is the Kazekage rescue arc.
This
which
is
starts
A.
with
This is
Naruto
S. This is S. This is S.
When Naruto enters the village, Jesus Christ.
My fault. My fault. This is S tier though.
Thank you. Okay, it starts where Naruto enters the village. He comes back from his training. I'm gonna throw fucking something! Jesus Christ! If one more nigga interrupts me with my fucking time, I'm punching something. God damn. Anyways, the Kazekage rescue arc starts.
I really like y'all for y'all really some comments. You for
The Kazekage rescue arc starts when Naruto comes back from his training with Jiraiya, comes back to the Hidden Leaf Village, and it ends when Lady Chiyo resurrects Gaara with a reanimation ninjutsu. Boom!
Personally, this is an S tier arc. We get the defeat of one of the Kages of the land, a S tier fight in Gaara and Datara. We get Datara and Kakashi when Kakashi first uses Kamui. We get Sakura versus Sasori We get so many S tier fights, bro. This has to be S tier, bro. To see the Akatsuki, all of them, and we see how they're siphoning off the Jinchuriki. We get to know a little bit more of their plan, and we get Gaara's revival. So with all of that, that is an S tier arc. That's a hell of a way to start. Oh, also Sasuke and the Sasuke appearance in Orochimaru. We get those appearances. We get Sasuke almost not killing, but we get Sasuke almost blowing up the old Team 7. That is an S tier arc.
That is not going to be considered part of this because
what?
That was part of. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait,
I already agreed that this is S tier, correct? Yes or no?
Whoa, y'all didn't ask me. Strength of my answer is going to depend on yours.
All right, I'll put it at A.
Thank you, Nico.
Thanks. Tone, so you have an A.
Okay, so did she say why? See, the borders are still showing up.
Well, she's not the only one. She's not. I still have to vote, and I'm also saying A.
Can anyone tell me why this is only an A tier arc?
Do we have to still deliberate if it's two people? Because at that point we're wasting time. Because the whole point only deliberate if it's one.
All right, move on. What's next?
Is that not the rule?
Sure.
Sure.
Is it?
Make the rule.
Because no one still has yet to refute my initial.
Okay,
I named like 6 or 7 points as to why this is S tier. No one has still yet to refute why
and
it's not an S tier.
We're gonna come back to it, so it's always a comeback to it.
Okay, Derek, name one of the arcs that's in A rank right now. Because I can't see. I'm driving.
Dressrosa, the fierce battle in Bleach, the Ginyu Force arc lead up to Frieza, and then we have Impel down.
Okay, Dressrosa. Let's use Dressrosa. Tone.
This arc is
are
better
you
than
going
Dressrosa.
to tell me?
Yes.
You are saying the Kazekage arc
yes,
is better than
I'm full.
Dressrosa.
Yes, 100% yes. Because the thing that y'all said lacked in Dressrosa, there is not a single lack in the first arc of Naruto. There is not a lack in pacing. There is not a lack in action. There's not a lack in story.
My thing against the Kazekage rescue arc is the lack of Naruto importance.
It's not. Oh my god. Okay, but people literally hate on Naruto for him for them not focusing so much on the other characters. How is it now a downfall?
Right. But again, that's one people. Wonder specifically.
That's not a flaw.
Is that if it's going to be an S tier arc, I need I am comparing it to other arcs that I think are of S caliber. That is not it.
This is a testament of how Naruto could get less of a fuck where you are from. You can understand his pain. That alone carries throughout the entirety of the arc. And then when they go to revive him, when they see him changing to the One Tails because of how mad he is and how frustrated he is that the village turned him into a Jinchuriki, that carries on from the moment he finds out Gaara has been kidnapped to the point where they're trying to rescue him from Datara to the very end. To him literally watching a nigga sit on his friend's lifeless body. You cannot tell me you have enough of Naruto in there. That's it was.
You're right, but okay, here's my stance on it. The stakes were not high enough, and I did not wonder.
What?
Did not enough to justify it being an S rank.
Wonder, you know, you speak of foreshadowing, right? Y'all spoke of foreshadowing. Yeah. The arc, okay, this foreshadowing is literally the end of Shinobi's. Them capturing the One Tail is leading up to the end of all of Shinobi's. How is that not enough at stake? That them losing the One Tail, if they did not lose the One Tail, they cannot revive the 10 Tails because you have to revive them. You have to get all of the Jinchuriki in order from 1 to 9. If they don't have the One Tail, they do not get. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is significance
let
there.
Me put it like this, right? That arc felt Mickey Mouse to me.
To you, but it's not. That's to you though. But that's not a flaw. That's just what you feel. That's not a fact.
To me.
That's
not Mickey Mouse.
If we want to talk,
these are all opinions we're basing.
If we want to talk, moment was Mickey Mouse.
Gaara dying felt Mickey Mouse when he gets instantly brought back because it made it feel like nothing mattered.
No, because someone else died in his place. It did matter. A village elder in his village who meant more to the village.
About her.
You
right.
didn't care about her. That's the
But that's
difference.
what we're asking
That's
for.
the
Wonder's opinion.
okay. So
Wonder's
okay,
opinion is
okay,
gonna be different
okay.
because I
Time.
didn't
Okay,
care.
okay. Time is up. Time is up. Does anybody else have a change of opinion? If not, it's gonna stay in A. Okay, we staying in A.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so now this is
Konoha crush.
yeah. This is A for me.
I will put this in A as well.
This is not over the
It's a great
this is not over the Kazekage shit because all the thing Orochimaru lost was his 2 arms and we don't give a fuck about the third Hokage. We don't give a fuck about the third
Who is
Hokage.
we?
You care about the third Hokage?
Okay.
You care about the third Hokage? You telling me?
More than Granny Chio?
Y'all are insane.
As a character, yes.
The nigga that abandoned, the nigga that let this nigga Naruto eat spoiled ramen
Did
and
we
milk.
know that when we watched it?
What?
Hold, TJ. The point
Oh
is the character of the third Hokage
that
is
nigga
very-
wasn't shit.
He wasn't fine. That's fine if you have that opinion. That's cool. But his importance to the legacy of the whole entire show was very important. Now, to why I put this in A is because this follows up the tuning exams, which we all I know we're going to put in S tier.
Yes.
And the pacing for the reason why I put this in A tier is because the pacing of this arc compared to the tuning exams doesn't do it for me. But it is a goated arc nonetheless.
All right.
This is
Listen,
sick.
this is my thing. The same reason y'all will say that if May have failed Mickey Mouse, I did not feel that this arc is that much better than the first arc, the Kazekage Rescue arc, because of how many moments there were in that arc. We got some great art. We got some great moments in the Orochimaru, in the third Hokage, in the first and the second Hokage, and almost Robin Minato and all that shit like that, and Sasuke. All of that shit is cool. All that shit is cool.
What are you putting it at? What are you putting it at?
Me? Since the Kazekage Rescue was at A, I would put it in at A. It directly influences my decision because this should be S tier and so should this. But since it's not, we're gonna keep it level playing field. I'm keeping that at A. I'm sorry.
This is
Awesome.
Shadow Monster, please that follower.
A it is.
All right,
Now,
all right, that was fast.
Me saying S doesn't matter.
The Land of Waves, yes.
Hey.
This is so we're cool with A here.
I did that. Yeah.
For what? Land of Waves?
Yeah.
You put it in S.
Yeah, I'm saying at bare minimum.
I mean, no,
I'm saying
Land
at
of Terror,
bare
my fault.
minimum
Land of Terror is S. My fault. Land of Waves is S. Sorry.
If everybody else said S, then I agree. But if one other person says A, I don't hate A either.
Yeah, this is S for me.
Time of Talk No Jutsu being used.
Okay, let's stop with that Talk No Jutsu
first time I
BS
got
because
to
it's
see
not
my
Talk No Jutsu.
English.
He lost the
That's-
fight and he talked to that nigga. That's not the same thing as what people make it seem.
Somebody.
It's
Sorry.
like he talked to his enemy
Well,
and changed
I
him to
got
his
to-
good side. That nigga was very much.
The reason I call it Talk No Jutsu is if Naruto survived the next interaction because of what he did, it's Talk No Jutsu.
No.
The only reason they lived after that.
Okay, this is the thing about ninjas. These niggas fight. Most of these niggas fight with honor. He lost the battle. There's no point for him to attack Naruto. He lost.
No,
he know he
but
cannot
I'm
win
not
against them
talking-
niggas.
I'm not talking about him, but you have to remember.
Zabuza wasn't going to attack Naruto. He's going to attack. He was going to let whatever happened to Haku happen. Naruto just basically
You're right,
talks
but I'm
to the
talking
nigga to
about
fight
Gato.
Zabu to fight the
You're
boss
right.
nigga.
That's what I'm saying. The only reason Zabuza fought Gato was because Naruto talked no jutsu to him.
That's
if Zabuza
not-
didn't do that,
Talk
they didn't have the energy to
talk-
just beat that nigga.
Talk no jutsu is in reference to Naruto turn his enemies into his friends.
That's what he did with Zabuza. He turned an enemy
He
into a temporary ally.
he turned his enemy into his enemy's enemy.
All I
So
got
an
to say is
ally.
that
It's not. They
That nigga
weren't
was-
allies. They were not
That's
helping each
so
other get away. They were not like.
he was fine as shit.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
He was,
Logtown.
is that Loguetown?
Loguetown, yeah.
Walk down. C or B.
C or B. I say C.
I'm gonna go see.
I don't know if I go. Damn. Well, C.
Super Boo.
I'm sorry. My bad. My
Super
fault.
Boo. That is Vegito Ultimate Gohan.
I'm going S here. There's too many golden moments. Actually,
I'm gonna say C.
I'm gonna go A.
C.
I was joking.
I'm just kidding. Where y'all ranking this?
Yeah.
I don't hate A here.
in A. I don't want to put everything in Dragon Ball in S because like I remember everything about this arc
This would
and the
be the
pacing was
first S. This
tone.
is the first
Dragon
Dragon Ball
Ball.
S. There's no other Dragon Ball Z in S right now.
I'm talking about what's going to be
Well,
in
I get
S for
that.
Dragon Ball.
I get that, but like everything in Dragon Ball
I'm gonna
doesn't
put
belong
I'll
in
put,
S.
and this is not one of them. I'm sorry. I'm
All
putting
right,
this in A.
all right.
Y'all
Kid
say
Buu
A.
not going S because Kid Buu's S for me. I'm sorry, I love Kid Buu. Go
You didn't skip
Tanks.
nothing to get to that, did you?
Nah, this is the right. This is next up.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that in S. Absolutely. But can we do A for? Can we do Super Buu first?
Yes, I thought
We'll get
Super
to
was
it.
A.
Did everybody say?
It
Did
was two.
anybody
It was
else say
two. It was
S?
two A's. So I just said F it.
Okay, then yeah, that's A. That's A. Then yes.
Bro, we didn't even finish voting Super Buu. What we doing?
Cause you said it was
Again,
two
the other
A's.
people said S.
It was two A's and two S's. I thought,
said,
or two A's and
I
one
thought we're
S.
talking.
So where are you, Derry?
Yes,
You're
let
with
me-
A. You're with A.
I am saying A for Super Buu. Yeah.
I
now
said
can we
S.
all finish
Wonder
voting?
said A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said yeah.
Then it's A.
A1.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
lost.
that's what we're saying. A1.
Oh yeah, so A1. Yeah. So okay, Kid Buu.
I will put that in S.
Wonder.
Nah. Okay. S. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Bring forward, right?
Forward. Yes.
Yeah.
So are we
I
gonna
swear if y'all
factor
piss me
in the
off.
pacing? Are we gonna factor in the pacing here, or are we just gonna forget it
Yeah.
because it's when Ace died?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Every arc in One Piece has a moment of bad pacing.
So we should not allow those arguments then, because y'all allowed it with Dressrosa.
Oh, guys, can we not go back? Let it go.
He wants to ponder on
I feel so
Dressrosa, he can
dirty.
ponder on
I feel so
Dressrosa.
dirty.
Nigga, Tone, you don't
Let
even
it
agree
go.
with that, nigga. That's Marineford. Marineford, we saw each and every warlord on the battlefield. We saw the appearance of not one, not two, but damn near three fucking emperors.
Wonder,
admirals, and
wonder.
three admirals.
Okay, you keep naming. Actually, keep naming. Wonder. Keep naming the moments because I named
fleet
you at
admiral.
least a dozen moments
Oh my
that I
God,
can
get over
repeat
it.
to you.
Come on.
Nigga, and Tone, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Those moments are not touching Marineford. Let's be serious.
Yes, they are.
Let's be serious.
Yes, they are.
The seven
The best-
warlords first fight.
Okay, and then you have Luffy going up
They
against. You
stuck
have
in the
Luffy.
war.
You have Luffy teaming up with someone to go up against one of those warlords, who is arguably one of the top 3 strongest out of the warlords. I love Marineford. I'll put it in an S for that. But to sit there and not have Dressrosa in that arc, when you
Man,
name
that's
like 6
Marineford.
moments and I name twice that, it just make no sense to me. But okay.
Hold on,
Nigga,
you said it
I
was.
still didn't stop
said it
naming
was-
moments.
Huh?
I could keep going on moments with Marineford.
I could have kept going with Dressrosa. That's my thing. We can keep going moment for
There's also
moment.
gravity of moment though.
Okay,
you're just doing
I didn't
moment for
name no
moment.
light moments. I didn't name a light moment.
Name a moment in Dressrosa that's bigger than Ace being Roger's son.
You're arguing to name a bigger moment as if I'm saying this is lower than S. What I'm arguing with your nuthead ass, because you won't freaking listen, is that Dressrosa also has top tier moments in all of One Piece that should bring it to S.
I just don't think it is in comparison to other One Piece arcs.
That's
that
the
are S's.
That's the problem.
You know.
We can debate all day long about opinions, but like I said, you have yet to name where the flaw or the lack of story progression was in the Kazekage arc. That was a perfect first arc
told
to
you
bring
it
into the
was
story.
for me.
No,
You just said it was Mickey. You said it was Mickey Mouse. Marineford.
I said it was Mickey because
The
Gara
Marineford-
came back.
But okay, but the pacing to me, okay, that's fine because this is the only really significant death that happened because niggas don't die in this Mickey Mouse anime. They're just keeping it a being.
You're
But-
right. They death baited us with Gara. Like, if, for
But
example,
niggas
I have the
actually
same
die
issue with
in
the Pain
Naruto
arc.
though. Like niggas actually die. A nigga actually died in his place.
But again, you're right. I agree. But you sub in a Gara death that's going to hit us way harder with a Chio death, and we just met her this
Okay,
arc.
okay, YouTube. I know that was short. There was a lot of debating going on, but I appreciate y'all for watching. This is part 1. Part 2 will be posted right after this, maybe like 2 days later. I'm trying to get all this out. Obviously, part 2 is gonna be longer because we have a lot more anime. Only reason we only gotta divvy it up is because we started part 1 so late because we were making the part 1 on the stream, and then but yeah. I love anime, y'all. I get a little passionate, but I swear it's no disrespect. You know, I'm gonna tone it down because I don't want to come off disrespectful. But I love everybody who helped me out, participate. Who, you know what I'm saying? I love a good debate. You know, I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind changing my opinion because they got me. They changed my opinion with the whole Usopp thing in the beginning. Like I changed my opinion. I'm like, okay, y'all got that. Usopp, that him shooting down, and I'm saying was him shooting down the flag. I like that. That was a great moment, even though I feel like it overshadows his cowardice. So I love a good anime debate. Anyways, YouTube, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, man. There's gonna be more lit content coming out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.